We're going to line number 3. We're speaking with MHA for Harbour Grace, Port de Grave. Pam Parsons, how are you?
Good night, Jonathan. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I slept in today, let me tell you.
You had a busy Sunday. You certainly did.
I had a very busy Sunday, and I had a very busy Saturday as well. It was a lot of fun. Great hospitality, and a tremendous level of professionalism and organized volunteers all over Bay Roberts for the Song Stages Seafood Festival. What a time. I know I didn't get a chance to see you, but I know that you were there the night previous with Minister Mitchell Moore. I did catch a glimpse of Ken MacDonald, Member of Parliament for the region, and, of course, Mayor Philip Wood, Deputy Mayor Walter Yetman, and I did meet a number of councillors as well. Everyone had a smile on their face and were more than happy to pass around a plate of food.
Absolutely. And I mean, this festival is a success each year, the annual Song Stages and Seafood Festival. And they make a whole week of it. I mean, as you know, it kicked off earlier in the week, Wednesday, for a salmon dinner. And then on Thursday, a new addition, there was also a seafood station with some local entertainment out there, Mr. Lloyd Snow. Mm-hmm. And that was held at the Shearstown Community Center, rather. And so, again, this festival continues to grow and grow each year. Friday night next year, Jonathan, if you can, I really recommend the Small Plate series. What it is, it's in a series of 8 small plate seafood cuisine, of course, a very creative, cuisine featured from the best chefs around the province, mm-hmm. and it's a more intimate event, of course, and that one's held at the Bay Roberts Legion. And for the past few years, I've been enjoying that one. And I'm happy to say last year I had the minister on hand with me again, Minister Mitchell Moore. And we were out there and we got to announce $15,000, as an investment to enhance and to grow and to expand this festival. And again, the province came through the department and was happy to announce that money again this year, along with another $5,000 for the Visitor Information Center. Because as you know, tourism is huge and it's certainly a leading economy in Newfoundland and Labrador, and it's something that we really have to promote, our tourism.
Yes, and there's so much to promote in terms of tourism and so many aspects of it. It isn't just about buying your little dooflicky keychain anymore or your bumper sticker with your grandchild's name on it. It is getting to the event. It is getting your crab legs while you're waiting for your fish cakes. It's listening to Fergus O'Byrne out there by the Red Shack in Mad Rock. It's about getting scads of seafood in local halls, which also employ people and allow distribution networks to bring that food to you. I mean, Bay Roberts, of course, has one of the best and only distribution companies for food in the province, and they're very, very busy. They must have had a very easy weekend, not having to go anywhere except for turning left once or twice and dropping off whatever they had to. It was wonderful to see everybody. I mean, whether or not you're just renting tents or renting the plates themselves or supplying the plastic forks or the paper plates, everybody had a hand in it. Tourism is more than what the tourist takes away. It's what it gives back to the communities.
Absolutely, and you're right. And I mean, it's important. Everybody comes together. I mean, our neighboring communities. And I mean, we have so much to be proud of in the district of Harbour Grace, Port de Grave with regards to tourism. I mean, you take scenic Port de Grave. I mean, when we think tourism, automatically we think summer, but we have the famous boat lighting, the annual boat lighting ceremony that happens in Port de Grave in December. And there are more people when I'm out there and I have a chance to talk to people. I ask for show of hands. How many people have made the trip here to Port de Grave, say from out of town, mm-hmm. whether it be St. John's or this past year I had my colleague Neil King from Bonavista. He had to take in this festival. So, I mean, there's so much to do year round. You mentioned the Mad Rock. Well, there's a Mad Rock Cafe, of course, and that Mad Rock hike. Have you had an opportunity to try the Toutons at the Mad Rock Cafe in Bay Roberts?
I tried to find it, but we were on a bit of a tight schedule. But I'm going back within a matter of weeks to Bay Roberts, and I've got some plans and ideas also, that I'd like to play around with them. One of them is to go sit at Mad Rock Cafe. I hear the Toutons are legendary.
It is, and it's an amazing little atmosphere, unique atmosphere down there. But also I encourage you to make your way down, just down the road, a few minutes longer, just down the road there in Harbour Grace. And Jonathan, as you know, so much history in Harbour Grace. Amelia Earhart, touchdown in Harbour Grace. We've got the Conception Bay Museum, which is loaded with rich history and culture. And speaking of Harbour Grace, I will be honoring a man who has been a lifetime promoting local culture and taking in a lot of charitable events to help those in need, and that's Mr. Bill Luffman. Okay. And Bill Luffman is known as the Singing Cobbler in the Conception Bay North region. I mean, he's an older gentleman now. Just this past weekend, there was an event of appreciation for Mr. Bill. I mean, he came to the area back in 1934 to Harbour Grace, where he literally set up shop, and he was a shoe repair shoe repairman. He opened up the small, quaint little store there on Harvey Street. And many people would remember driving through. There was a large, life-size, iconic shoe on the front of the store. So I'm going to be certainly honoring Mr. Bill Luffman tomorrow.
Well, that's great.
But,
well, listen, congratulations for your region, and congratulations for all the money which flowed in and all the good vibes which flowed out and remain within. It was a tremendous experience for me. I can't wait to do it again, and I can't wait to get back there. We do have to go to our break here, but Pam Parsons, no doubt we'll speak in June. Until then,
yes,
try and get some warm weather here.
In the near future, I will call back to talk about a couple of other issues, of course, very important, the fishery and the plant workers, the dilemma that they're facing right now, which you've touched on earlier. But at a time, certainly I will be calling back to speak on that issue again. But thanks for taking my call, and I look forward to seeing you out on the district sometime.
Count on it. Cheers.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Bye-bye.